Hi guys, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Today I'm coming back with another speed build video. Probably one of my most ambitious builds I've done so far. In total, it has taken me about 12 hours of actual real life time spread across a couple of days. But what it is a night market. And if you're not sure what a night market is, it's very, very popular in places like Taiwan, Singapore. They're just a couple of the places that have them. But it's basically an open air market that opens at night and you can find food, trinkets. I couldn't even tell you what inspiration I had to make this. I don't know, I just thought maybe it would be a little bit of fun. I haven't seen anyone else do this. I'm sure someone has though, but I've never been to a night market, so I just tried to do my best, just thinking of kind of all the things that you might find in a night market. And yeah, I'm just going to be showing you how I built it. So whilst you've just been listening to me ramble on, you would have seen that I started placing down some stools and other little bits and bobs. I built 2 tiles of cliffs either side, and then I just got rid of the second cliff part so I could then make space for other things that I wanted to put on the lower level. This was the most trial and error build I have ever done. Just a quick shout out to everyone that sent me materials and items so that I could complete this build. Honestly, you know who you are. Made this so much easier and quicker for me, so thank you. And if it wasn't ambitious enough to do a night market, I then wanted to do a forced perspective city. I honestly don't know where this creativity came from. Basically, what I did was, in total for this video, I spent about 1 million bells on servers because they look like skyscrapers, and that is exactly the look that I was going for. So you'll see my kind of process building these up now, and obviously I couldn't not have Godzilla in the background. That just wouldn't have made sense without him. And I had to kind of move him around a little bit, but in the end he actually looked really good. I was really happy with how it turned out. And also I used some simple panels for the fake skyscraper design. I will put the code here for those of you that also want to use it. And then as you can see, I just added in a utility pole, a little warning sign. And to make the mini cars, I used throwback containers. The city just wasn't cutting it for me. I just sat there no, it's not, it just doesn't look big enough. So I ended up extending it to also cover my laundrette. If you haven't seen the speed build video for that, I uploaded it not too long ago, so please go and check it out. I did end up kind of changing it and shifting it around a little bit just to fit in more with the theme that I was going for on this video. And here I am just adding in even more servers. This is why it costs so much. This whole build in total was maybe 2 million in total, and a lot of the stuff I got for free. But sometimes when you just get an idea and you just think I need to do this, there is nothing now that's going to stop me from doing this. So I just wanted to roll with it basically. And I kind of got to a point where I was okay, well, I've kind of done this now. And then I was no, it's not enough. It's just not enough. So I decided to basically extend it and so I started again. And I wanted to make this even bigger than the first part I did. So you'll see I just put down the wooden floorboard flooring basically. And again, I started building the cliffs. I did exactly the same thing as before. I did 2 cliff tiles on either side, but this part was just a little bit longer than the first part that I did. This part is basically a replica of what I showed you at the start, so I'm just going to stop talking for a little bit and let you watch, and I'll come back in just a sec. So I then just used the iron fence just to give it more of a city feel, I guess. And I wanted there to be a clear divide as well. Once I was happy with that, I then decided to add in more elements to the kind of food section that I had going on. So I just use, I think it's called a soup kettle. I think that's what that is. But I just basically thought this looked really lively and really fun. So I just left that in. And finally, the second part started to take shape. And as you can see, I put all the stools up. Now, you guys don't even want to know how many stacks of wood it took to make this whole area, build the things I needed. It just took a lot. I then ended up changing around the way I kind of had the stalls on the second part. I kind of wanted it to look like a little fish area. So you'll see I basically put down a stool and some little like fish things that I got from the tournament. And then it was just time to focus on like the lower part of the area. I had absolutely no direction with this and it's pretty much unfinished, but I just want to stress that the main point of this was the actual market part. So yeah, this is kind of a little rushed bit, but I will actually sort it out at some point. As you can see, I put down a kotatsu, which is like a table, and I just needed to put some cushions around this, but there's also a snack machine, some lanterns. And then at the end of the top section, I just put the imperial table, which has loads of food on it. This thing is kind of expensive, but it's really, really cool. And I felt like it just kind of fit the theme. And after a lot of time, a lot of materials, a lot of fiddling around with things, it was finally finished. And I just want to say that I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. It might not be to everyone's taste, but I like to kind of push myself and draw inspiration from very random things. But I just feel like it looks really, really good. Obviously, over time, it will probably change a little bit and I might get a little bit more organized with that little open area that I have. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. We've just hit 3,800 subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to everyone that has become a member, that has subscribed, liked, commented, everything. I promise you it doesn't go unnoticed. I read your comments. I try and reply to as many as I can. I will see you in my next video. Bye!